It's a typically clear and beautiful day in San Diego as we get set for afternoon baseball from Petco Park. Today, a contest from the NL West division between the San Diego Padres and the Colorado Rockies. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. German Marquez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy has a good repertoire of pitches, and he throws also a knuckle curveball. One guy comes to mind, Mike Mussina, former Oriole and Yankee pitcher, had a real good knuckle curve. It's not an easy pitch to learn, and what's more difficult, it's a difficult pitch for umpires to call strikes, and that's why we don't see a lot of pitchers using it today.
And now here is Fernando Tatis Jr., and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one, and we are underway downtown. The 1-0. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. 2-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed. Strike one. To 2-2 now.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Trent Grisham waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In to hit will be Trent Grisham, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here it comes on 1-1. Hit back up the middle. McMahon gathers it in. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And here's a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting San Diego Padres. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Manny Machado is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
A ball and a strike now to Machado. Previous history with German Marquez. He's had success, 6 for 14. Hit high and deep to right center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery, has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider, will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early, if he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts, it's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
Raimel Tapia is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that puts the Rockies' leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first. After their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board, boys are flying around.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. 1 ball, no strikes the count. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2-0 count, and the pitch. 3-0 now.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. And he reaches second. That's a double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Here's Ryan McMahon now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. Tapia on third. Story is at second with nobody out. Taken, but called for strike 2 on the outer part of the zone.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. We'll see if he can deliver here. Runners still at second and third with 1 away now. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and they're at 2 down.
Batting fifth.
2 on, 2 out. And up steps Garrett Hampson to bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. slider laid off for a ball.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Ready with the 2-0.
And remember here, there's an open base at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen right here.
And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
Batting fifth, the first baseman.
So the bases are loaded here. 2 men gone. And up next, it's the left-handed power threat, Matt Adams. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
The 0-1 offering.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
A pause and the 0-2, and it's fouled away.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
2 out, bases loaded. And another foul ball. Oh, and 2. Here it is. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Rockies leave them loaded. Still no score. New inning set to get underway. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
The first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
And the pitch. Into center field, line drive, base hit. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. And he pops it up. Story will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And let me tell you about outfielder Chuck Nasty, Charlie Blackmon. One of the best in the business out there, covering a ton of room in the outfield, gap to gap, with one of the most accurate arms in the game.
So here's Will Myers as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Lifted in the air out to right. Blackman will put this one away, and that's out number 2.
Batting 7, the left fielder, number 10, Jurickson.
Here's Jurickson Profar. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Has a look, now the pitch.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Hosmer is off at first with 2 away. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. From the stretch. And he struck him out. Padres leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Bottom of the inning now. And here's Josh Fuentes to the batter's box.
Leading off for the Rockies, the third baseman, Josh Fuentes.
Here's the first pitch. Ripped down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Here's the 1-1. Fouled away. Drives it out to deep right center field. Myers moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on D. And let's focus on Manny Machado, 2015 Gold Glove winner. Get the mantle space ready. He's going to add more to that. On the defensive side, he's a highlight reel at the hot corner.
Into the box now, number 3, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. Now the pitch. And he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Hit weakly back to the mound. And that gets him on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the 2nd out at first.
Batting 9th, the pitcher, Germán.
And stepping in, Germán Marquez. He's set, and the pitch. On the outside black, good pitch called for a strike. And that one cut a little too much, a ball and a strike. Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. And he fouls this one off. The pitch. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. We'll move to the third with no score. All set for the start of the inning, and now it'll be the catcher, Austin Nola.
The catcher, Austin Nola.
Now the first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Hampson is right there, 1 down.
Batting 9th, the pitcher, number 11, Darvish.
So now to the plate, Darvish. And now the first pitch. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Waiting on it is Tapia. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Padres, the shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Third inning, no score to this point. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Again, he sends it out of play. Now another 1-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Padres down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next it'll be the outfielder, Raimel Tapia.
The left fielder, Raimel Tapia.
First pitch of the AB now. Tapia hits right-handed pitching very well. Makes a lot of contact, but he generally isn't known for displaying a lot of power. You'll see a lot of line drives and ground balls from him in these situations.
Yeah, I almost think he has too good of hand-eye coordination, Matty. Sometimes maybe just...
Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
Trevor Story steps in now as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
And it's fouled away. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
This is where a strikeout pitcher has such a big advantage. Runner on second and no outs is definitely a strikeout situation in order to keep that runner from getting to third with less than 2 outs. When you can do it, it changes the whole strategy of the inning. Even a ground ball to the right side makes this a lot more dangerous situation.
To the plate now, Ryan McMahon, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Tapia, the runner at second with 1 away. Hard hit ball to second, reined in on to first, and there are 2 down.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the AB now.
0-1 for count.
Fouled off. Ready on 0-2. Hit on the ground to third. Machado has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Rockies strand 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless.
Trust me when I tell you no exceptions.
All set for the start of the 4th, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Trent Grisham.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. And that misses, 2-1. 2-2 now.
That's a dangerous pitch right there. Down and in slider for a called strike. He misses a little bit out over the heart of the plate, and that ball might not come back.
Fouled away. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Taken high and deep to right. Blackmon going back to the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. He hit the corner and tries for third, and he is out at third, and that's a big mistake there leading off the inning.
To me, that was just way too big of a risk. If you're leading off an inning and you've already got 2 bases easily, pull up and pat yourself on the back. You're already into scoring position, but now they've got nothing to show for the leadoff extra base hit.
And in steps Manny Machado. Swing and a liner. And a fair ball as this will head out toward the 322 sign in right. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 1 for 1 with a single so far. One ball, one strike to count. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Here now the 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter number 9.
So the next to bat will be Jake Cronenworth. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And now the first pitch. Comes set, the 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. High in the air out to center field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Diego. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Now to the plate, Garrett Hampson worked a walk in his first plate appearance.
The center fielder, number 1.
Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Myers is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
The batter, the first baseman, Matt Adams.
No one on with 1 down. And up next, it's the left-handed power threat, Matt Adams. Now the pitch.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And he fouls this one off. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
The 2-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
At the plate now is Josh Fuentes. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball, inside.
Adams, base runner at first with one out. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1 home. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, number 3.
Now at the plate, here is number 3, grounded out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way.
That's a ball.
And that's up and in for ball 1. The 1-0. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And Tatis is there to end the inning. 1 left for Colorado. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. One thing that concerns him is they have yet to draw a walk. He said sometimes pitchers are just on and throwing a lot of strikes, but he said they need to find a way to get base runners. Although they're seeing a lot of strikes, more discipline and patience should lead to more opportunities for free passes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
San Diego, the right field.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Will Myers. In there for strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch, strike 2.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
Jurickson Profar digs in next as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Struck out in his first at bat. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. And it's fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Hit out towards second. McMahon's got it, and that's the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Austin Nola.
So now into the box is Austin Nola. Flew out last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
pops this one up. McMahon is over to take a look, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. No runs, 3 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. High chopper to third, scooped up. Throw on to Adams will take care of him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Head him on. Marquez.
Here's the pitch. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2 fouled off. Here's another 0-2, and it's 1-2. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Another 1-2 delivery. And he popped him up. Coming in is Myers. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Hey, that's a win-win right there. Solid AB by the pitcher after battling, making this pitcher work and executing and getting a result. Job well done.
Standing in now, Raimel Tapia, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Marquez on at first, nobody out. Fouled away. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, two-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
So now to the plate, Trevor Story, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And he fouls this one off.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
The 1-1 is strike two swinging.
I got the count 1 and 2.
No runs, 4 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Now here it comes. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Rockies are down quietly. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and the pitcher bats next. That'll be Yu Darvish. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Now the 1-0 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
Now the 2-0 is taken, strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike. Count.
Now the pitch. Swing and a liner. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Wow, this guy has been on top of it today, pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
At the plate now, Trent Grisham. As the first pitch to him's a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 misses, ball 2. Two-0 count, the pitch, and it's fouled away. The 2-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Padres down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Bottom bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
The second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And that one misses. So the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Blackman.
And now Charlie Blackman. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set. Here it comes. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Machado battles the sun a bit, but has it for out number 1.
Now batting, number 1.
Now to bat, Garrett Hampson. He flew out in his last AB. First pitch on its way. On the ground is short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to Hosmer. A double play, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Rockies. We are still scoreless. Here's Manny Machado now. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Now the first pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
That's by him for strike 1.
I can't imagine in a hitter's meeting today that's the pitch they want to attack. Plus velocity up and in. It's going to be too tough to get the barrel to that pitch today.
The 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
The 2-1.
Hey! That's out 2-2.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
The first baseman Eric Hosmer is in as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. A ball and a strike to the Padres first baseman.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
The 1-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Hosmer in front now at 3-1 count.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Fouled off. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hosmer sends it out to center field. Center fielder looking up to the track, to the wall, and they have taken the lead. A solo home run here off the bat of Eric Hosmer, and the Padres bust out in front 1-0.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
At the plate, Jake Cronenworth.
The second
So
base.
take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Here's Will Myers as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Myers awaiting the 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And that one yanked just foul.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. The Padres get 1 in the inning, and it comes on the solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's 1-0 San Diego. Last half of the 7th here, and up next it's the left-handed power threat Matt Adams.
The first baseman, Matt Adams.
From the stretch.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Liner toward right center. And that'll be a base hit. So right away, the possible tying run is aboard to start the bottom of the 7th.
The third baseman, number 8,
Josh Fuentes to the plate now, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A ball and a strike.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Adams gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Cut fastball, and there's strike 2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number one is straining him on base. And now with one out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
In now, number 3, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-0. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Well, when you've been out there as long as he has, you have to expect to lose a little precision in your location. He's up over 90 pitches now, so he might be starting to tire a little bit. Something to keep an eye on.
Jonathan Daza will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 2, Jonathan Daza.
First pitch of the AB on its way. From the belt, the pitch. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Comes set, now the pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And that'll drop into no man's land out there for a base hit. And he'll make it to third base safely with only 1 out as the go-ahead run.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings. So that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Now the skipper of the Padres is up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to signal to the bullpen. That'll be all for Yu Darvish. So as he departs in a tie ball game, he'll remain responsible for those runners at the corners as he hopes the bullpen can work out of the jam. So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Into the box, Raimel Tapia. 0-1 the count. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Strike 2 up in the zone.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Now a little looper down the left field line. And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. And they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score.
And this is a nice decision here in the outfield. The run's going to score easily, but he sees he might have a shot at that guy taking third, so he gets off a really good throw to gun him down.
Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. Standing in now, Trevor Story. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses. Two out with the man at first. In there, 2-1. Two and two.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
The 2-2. Seared down the first baseline. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And wow, they do get the third out after all. That's a heads-up play. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Rockies 2 and the Padres 1. Michael Givens has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and Jurickson Profar will be the next to bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Fouled away. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And there are the final numbers for the Colorado starting pitcher, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
That'll bring up Austin Nola as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One and one. Here it comes. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. And if you're thinking pinch hitter, here's what the Friars have left on the bench to choose from. Jorge Mateo will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Padres, number 3, Jorge Mateo.
First delivery to him. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Well, you see this a lot. A guy comes out of the bullpen throwing bullets, but he has a tough time finding the zone. Trust me, velocity is a great weapon if the hitters are tempted to swing.
Here's the 2-0. Strike taken up in the zone.
Yeah, this is one of my biggest pet peeves in the game, when guys get count leverage and take fastballs. It's a game of fastballs. You calibrate everything off the heater. Surprising take right there.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Man, hard to understand why a guy who runs so well would take such a big hack like that one.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So stepping in is Fernando Tatis Jr. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
First pitch on the way.
Wow, the Padres have been scuffling so far. They need to get a big hit, and it's about time somebody comes through right about now.
A 1 pitch on its way.
Nope, that's down.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. Hampson will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
Robert Stevenson trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Robert Stevenson.
Trent Grisham will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
A ball and a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. A little bit outside. 2-1.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
All even now, 2-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. And that ends the inning. Padres leave a pair. They're down 2-1. Craig Stammen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and Ryan McMahon digs in to bat next.
Ryan McMahon.
Now here's the pitch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Swing and a liner, but this will get foul for strike 2. Here it comes on 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
He'll try again, 1-2.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Now that's popped up. And he drops it.
You can visibly see the body language of this guy on the mound has completely changed during this at bat. 6 foul balls has to be completely frustrating him that he can't put him away.
And this will be fouled away. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Stepping in now, Charlie Blackmon. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Stammen is at least partially known for his big power slider. A lot of break on that pitch, but what makes it unique is how hard he's able to throw it. 0-1, here it comes.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. The slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
2-2. Here it is. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Profar will wait on it. Yeah, that's out number 2.
The batter, number 1.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First delivery to him.
Hey, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team right here. Relief pitcher has come busting through the gates and done his job. Try and get this team back in the dugout where the offense can get rolling.
The 0-1 pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Daniel Bard comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Manny Machado will be the one to try and get things started as he'll lead off against Bard here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The pitch. Hits this one hard the other way. On to first, and that is a big out to start the 9th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Eric Hosmer, his prior history in this matchup, he's just 1 for 6. First pitch on its way. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And it's fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Coming in is Tapia. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Up next to the Padres, the second baseman, Jake
Next, here is Jake Cronenworth. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
1-0 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ball 2. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Now, this is a perfect example of why this manager feels so confident going to this beast in the 9th right here. He is throwing absolute thunder right here, pumped up and looks the part.
3-1 to him now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Oh, and a great play to make the catch there. And with that fine play, the ball game is over.
Man, we were treated to a nice pitcher's duel in this one. Both starters throwing strikes. They worked deep, and both were in command of the game. It really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun game to watch.
Pitching and defense game 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Rockies jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. German Marquez pitches well enough to get the W. Yu Darvish pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.